feels great. So we are officially part of this process.
Yeah, no, exactly. So we're basically sitting in the media room alongside all the other mainstream media reporters are there. I know Western Standard also got a credit, so we're going to be able to see them. So no, it's great. We have access inside the building. We're able to scrum the people coming out. When Omar Al-Jabra is going to show his little face in the building, when Justin Trudeau is going to be here as well, we're also going to be able to scrum them. I don't think they're going to be happy to see us, Ezra.
Right, because they do their best to block us. They blocked us from the leaders' debates, although twice the federal court has accredited to us. You know, the fact that I'm talking about this, I shouldn't have to talk about this. We're in a free country, and we have the right to ask questions of our political leaders. The fact that the government is so obsessed of restricting questions gives us a hint about how badly needed this inquiry is. Justin Trudeau simply doesn't believe in civil liberties, and the fact that you and I will have a chance to put questions to him will infuriate him. And frankly, it'll infuriate a lot of the media party, because remember, they are the ones who have blackballed us from the parliamentary press gallery. Tell me about some of the scrums you actually started. I saw the video clips. Why don't you set up the Tamara Lich clip, and then we'll talk about the Keith Wilson clip, and because there's a story behind both. Go ahead and tell us what happened when you saw Tamara Lich.
Yeah, so basically Tamara Lich was coming into the building after one of the recesses that were there, and I saw her and she saw me, so she kind of came and shook my hand, but she didn't talk to any other reporter. I think because of her bail condition, she's not fully allowed to talk to reporters, which I find absolutely outrageous. You know, in Russia it's not even that bad. It's Vladimir Putin's Russia, right? So no, she couldn't talk to the reporter, but her lawyer actually agreed to speak to me, and later on I asked him if he could give us an interview, and he agreed to have the interview. So I started doing an interview with him, and you see in the video, about 2 minutes after, not even 2 minutes after I started questioning him, some mainstream media reporters, CTV, National Press, Globe and Mail, CBC News reporter come around us and actually came to the scrum that I initiated. So that was pretty funny to watch. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty fun. Let's take a quick look at that Tamara Lich interaction.
Are you getting used to all the cameras now?
Oh,
How are you doing?
I just want to say hi to you.
Any comment, Keith? Are you going to be there every single day? Why? Why is it so important to you?
That was a brief one, but here's how your Keith Wilson interview went. We won't play the whole thing, but I want to show the point you made. No one was talking to these people. You went up to them, and I would say it was a benefit to the other media that Rebel News, and you in particular, showed them who the newsmakers were. They would have ignored these people. I don't know why the rest of the media keeps us out, other than ideological differences, and maybe they think we're a competitive threat.
Yeah, well, I think it's because we ask tough questions, right? You talk about the media, but I think there's more to the media. There's also the government above it, right? You got Omar Al-Jabra that I always put a mic up to his face, and he's not able to answer a single question.
He's not used to questions that aren't so loving.
Yeah, well, you saw him have a meltdown, a literal meltdown, when I saw him for the 4th time in front of Parliament. He was meltdown. He said, "I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you." I never saw him scream before, and that's the first time he actually screamed at me.
Let's take a quick look at that for those who don't remember. Take a look.
You know, I don't want to talk to you. I really don't.
Why don't you want to talk to Canadians that you're supposed to represent?
Canadians every day.
No, you don't, because we've got 1 million viewers watching us on YouTube, and you absolutely refuse to answer the question. Why do you have so much contempt for conservative Canadians?
I don't want to talk to you.
You don't want to?
No.
Is it because it's too hard?
Oh yeah.
Too difficult? Why do you have so much contempt for conservative Canadians across the country, to the point that you refuse to even address them when we ask questions?
I love Canadians. It's just you do so much harm to Canadians with your misinformation.
What did I say was misinformation? Name me one thing.
But I wish you well
One
with
thing.
your career. I wish you well with your career, because this is a great job for you.
This is incredible, folks. Name me one thing that was misinformation. Just one.
Well, that's exciting. I'm thrilled that we're here. I'm going to be here. I want to tell you that every night we can, we're going to have a live stream on the day's experiences. So we just came from the Airbnb. We rented a really big Airbnb just a few blocks away from this building. It couldn't be closer. Like, it's so fast to walk here. It's faster than taking a cab. And we did that on purpose, so we're very close access to here. It's got 4 bedrooms, so we're going to rotate through Rebel News journalists for the next 6 weeks. And and we've got a little mini TV studio set up in there. So every day we're going to talk to people, talk to reporters, talk to witnesses, and
live stream as well, right? We're gonna have a daily live stream. We're gonna be able to explain exactly what happened during the day and what you need to know about the inquiry.
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is a big project for Rebel News. I mean, just booking this Airbnb alone was about $15,000, which sounds shocking, but when you realize we're getting it for a month and a half and it's right downtown and we're using it as a studio, I think it's a good investment. We're going to cycle through 15 different reporters and producers, so we might actually have to get a few more press accreditations. And it's not just witnesses and lawyers. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's going to be street protests. You were here and you said there were protests on the street this morning. Is that right?
Yeah, this morning there were about 5 people that were here this morning with a Canada flag to basically protest, the federal government. Same thing as we saw during the convoy.
What you just saw was an excerpt from my nightly show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every weekday I do a monologue. Usually it's about half an hour. Then I interview an interesting guest, and then we read my hate mail or my fan mail, whichever is more fun. It's only available behind a paywall, though. That's how we pay our bills here at Rebel News. We don't take a dime from Justin Trudeau. But the good news is it's only $8 a month, about half the price of Netflix. And in addition to my nightly show, you also get weekly shows from 4 other friends here at Rebel News. So you're getting 36 shows a month just for $8. I think it's worth it. And even if you're not quite sure, do it anyways, because we rely on viewers like you to keep us free and independent. I promise you I'll never take a dime from Trudeau. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com and click subscribe. Thanks.